Here's Newton now on second down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Bird. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tech McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this one is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And some room to run now. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, 27 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They go play action here on first down, and that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. On second down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Brings us to one of our favorite spots. It's Venerable Soldier. Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Trey Cohen. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They run. This is Cohen. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Newton on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Trubisky to throw, and he's going to go down again. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
18. Lock in. Hey, gotta go. Ransom. Hey, gotta go.
On third and goal, Trubisky. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Blue. Lock in. Hey, 18. 18.
Now it's Trubisky, finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 35 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. What a disastrous start for him so far. He's thrown the ball 2 times, both times intercepted.
The heck with his progressions. The heck with what he's seeing downfield. It's really simple, partner. See the color shirts your team's wearing? Throw to those. Not the other color shirt. The color that your team is wearing. That's what the coach is telling them right now.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
So that was a nice one.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
You see it? You see it?
On first down, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dontari Poe able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action. It's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Move. Hey, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. On the left left side, a catch by White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Red's up. Gotta go. Red's up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Gotta go.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 22.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando and Jonathan Coach. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Off the toss, Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Move. Red's up. Red's up.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Gotta go.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal.
Lock in. Red's up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky as time expires in the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was...
Well, who knows?
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking dead.
This is Madden 19.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage. The NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit-and fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 74 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
No, check, Patriot!
Jackson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Down the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing again is Watson. Going up top. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's complete to Brown, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. On second down, here's Jackson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. And they've got it here with a first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope, deal of a new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket through beat Rakishi. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot open. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like shack up the free though. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Matt.
All right, Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there. At Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
DC!
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And out now come the Eagles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Sam Shields, the one that got him down. Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field, and he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. but there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6, and the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our players. And the Rams getting set to go now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights off the defender. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be taken at the 13. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now Wentz dancing to his left, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Great 15, great 15.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these bands.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
Coach, thank Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings To the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Starting left here.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Looking for Woods that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Starting left here. Hey, 5.
Now Goff on first down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hard ball. Starting left here. 12. You up.
Out of the gun. Goff. This is intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3 yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Southern California right after this. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the down man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
76. 76. DC.
To throw on second down is gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
76.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. Hardball. Let's go, 12. 12.
Throwing again is gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Harbaugh. Super. 14.
Goff now looks to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 17 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A first down carry now for Miller, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Spinning past him. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead
and got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Go. 5. 17.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 5. Jester. Go. Shell. Super.
Gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So we have reached. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back 22.
Now it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Starting left here.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And caught it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Down! Back 22!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tiger, Tiger!
Now Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goff on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
14.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 2nd down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays.
76. Go. Shout.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
And here comes the Texans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff steps away to his left. Now he'll turn it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play that time for the Rams. 43 yards Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To throw is gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking deep down, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Knocks him over, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Shell. Cornell. 5.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, gone. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The tackle there by John Johnson. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Time for a break. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? I think that's what went down. I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head is that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley twisting away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Goff going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, 5, 12.
Goff. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That would...
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big beside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my...
Welcome in, everybody.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in our... Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got... what should prove to be a good one between the Indian...
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to do.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. Coach, EA Sports coverage. Coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The ground. This is Isaiah Crowell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Faking the give, Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his first look is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now it's Darnold, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. And
he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Go ahead. 11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run with Cannon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, 33 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
11. Go ahead.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
13. Go ahead.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the carry, it's Cannon. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
This is Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 21. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Go ahead.
Here's Breida. There's a nice move. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. They run with Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. Out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. I think it's fair to say he's struggling. He would definitely look at us and say that he's struggling right now. But the team's winning, so what's a quarterback's mindset at this point?
To not put his struggles at the forefront, to not show the team he's upset about what's going on with him, but actually show the team that he's excited that they're winning the game. And tell him, hey, my bad on the errors. I'll try and correct that, but love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. Make sure he stays right at the front, leading his ball club.
And he's probably just looking to forget those 2 interceptions. Remember the 1 touchdown pass he had. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. So that is 3.
Not the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
12, 12, 13.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. A 22-yard scamper. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the